On Saturday, October 16th, the Bellator Light Heavyweight Grand Prix picks up with semifinals action. In one of the world's toughest tournaments, in one of the deepest divisions in all of MMA.
The best 205-pound light heavyweight division in MMA right now.
4 fighters will enter, but only 2 will advance.
There's so many ramifications in this tournament.
The co-main event pops off with a bang, featuring number 2 ranked light heavyweight Corey Overtime Anderson, whose outwork you mentality and now famous ground and pound has him one step closer to achieving his ultimate dream, a world title.
I'll fight in the dumpster, in the alley, it doesn't matter.
The elbow attack from Corey Anderson.
No crowd, full crowd, I'm here to fight and win.
Fulfilling this dream will not be easy, as he'll be facing a familiar foe in Bellator's first ever 2-division champion, Ryan Darth Bader. The former light heavyweight champion is on the hunt for gold once again. After losing his title to current champion Vadim Nemkov, Bader is focused on Anderson and the chance to get back what was once his, and a possible rematch with Nemkov himself.
It's a perfect opportunity for me for redemption.
The main event is a Cinderella story in the making, with the news of Anthony Rumble Johnson's withdrawal from the tournament.
It will be Julius Anglickas, who's on a hot run.
Grand Prix alternate Julius Anglickas finds himself staring at the opportunity of a lifetime.
Stand-up style of Anglickas.
From the number 5 ranked light heavyweight to a Bellator title contender overnight. Anglickas has his sights set on achieving one of the greatest upsets in Bellator history. Standing in his way is light heavyweight kingpin Vadim Nemkov.
Nemkov is a special talent in my view.
25-year-old's pretty impressive.
No longer overlooked, Nemkov is in the midst of a historical run, dispatching 5 former champions in a row while amassing one of the most impressive win streaks in all of MMA. October 16th, live on Showtime, Nemkov will be looking to continue his division dominance when he steps in to defend his light heavyweight title, his honor, and his legacy. 4 fighters, only 2 tickets to the final, and a chance at the $1 million cash prize. This is Countdown, the light heavyweight Grand Prix semifinals.
Today is a little bit more of athletic type training day. So for me, my job today is to get everything moving, get his body firing on all cylinders.
Firing on all cylinders has not been an issue for the reigning heavyweight world champion, Ryan Bader.
Final round, takedown number 2 for Bader.
Storming onto the Bellator scene in 2017, Bader captured the light heavyweight championship belt in his very first fight with the promotion.
Ryan Bader is the new Bellator champion.
I always try to be different every time I go out. When I'm out there and they can read me and watch film, and I want to be different every single time.
Just 10 months after winning the title, the MMA veteran would step up a weight class, competing in his first Grand Prix.
I did the heavyweight Grand Prix. The bracket started to fill out, filled with legends, Fedor. We had Frank Mir, Matt Mitrione, King Mo, and all those guys.
Bellator light heavyweight champion Ryan Bader competing for the first time as heavyweight. He's already dropped the ball with the left hand. Ryan Darth Bader in lightning quick fashion. Mamma mia!
Ultimately made to the finals with Fedor.
Heavyweight belt is on the line. Here we go.
Actually ended up working out textbook perfectly, knocking him out with a left.
Big shot. And it's all over. Just like that.
And that was just a great night. Everything came together. I beat a legend. Two-division champion, and doing that by, winning the heavyweight Grand Prix.
Ryan Bader's two-division reign was short-lived.
He's feeling something out of Nemkov.
Losing his light heavyweight title to none other than Vadim Nemkov. But for the veteran, his latest challenge has him excited to prove himself once again.
Here at 38 years old, my confidence is all-time high. I feel like I've hit those pinnacles of, winning championships. I want to go out there and win a second Grand Prix in 2 different weight classes.
Down. Heel.
Being the former two-division champ means you have a target on your back each time out. And Bellator newcomer Corey Anderson had his sights set on Bader from the moment he joined the promotion.
I knew coming over to Bellator, I was one of the top guys going to be there. At the time, Bader was the champ. So I knew eventually it was going to happen. The thing I'm most excited about the Bader fight, he was the 205 champ and currently the heavyweight champ. So if I go out there and beat him, and I beat him pretty good, I'll go ahead and get the 205 belt. Now I might turn around and just say, all right, I want the heavyweight belt next to.
With a 15-5 record in his 8-year professional career, Corey Anderson knows the hard work it takes to get to the top of the game. In fact, that mentality was ingrained in him from the start.
Everybody knows me as the country boy, they call me Big Country out here because I came from a small town, small country area where everything we did was work. Grew up on a farm, had horses, cows, chickens. My dad had a roofing company. I wrestled, played football, baseball, basketball, everything growing up. So on top of school and sports, we had to come home and we had to handle chores, and then we had to handle the family business.
There you go. And then you should move to your right.
So with that, just as we grew up, hard work was just something we did daily. It wasn't a task. It wasn't a chore. It's kind of like we are expected when we wake up, all right, it's time to get to work. So when I work out, when I do everything I do everything hard. It's just in my blood. Third session, I'm tired.
That's all right.
Anderson has only fought twice under the Bellator banner, but each time out, the MMA veteran made a statement to the rest of the light heavyweight ranks.
He's got it.
Big shots.
Very big. It's a big, strong, heavy man on top, landing heavy shots. That's a big shot right there.
It's all over! Corey Anderson! Anderson telling us he's always prepared to take his opponent down because that's what he's good at.
Big shots with the elbows.
Nasty elbow attack from Corey Anderson, looking to deliver that patented ground and pound. And the fight has been stopped.
2 opponents, 2 definitive ground and pound finishes.
Ground and pound! Ground and pound! Ground and pound is right.
I work it all day long. That's it. That's my bread and butter. Since before I was in fighting, my brother always said, ground and pound, that's the thing. It's just something that's been in my head. I want to dominate people and get a win. Whether I hurt him, finish him, however it is, I'm just going to go out there and dominate. I want him to know when he go back to the locker room, his coach can't say, well, next time you might get him. It was so close, it could have went either way. It's a surefire bet. When this fight is over, you looking like, coach, why did we take this fight? I don't want to fight him again.
Corey Anderson and Ryan Bader have squared off before, but without a prize on the line. Since the matchup was announced, Anderson has made it a point in the media to remind Bader of sparring sessions from years ago.
It's fighting. This isn't football, this ain't basketball, or practice doesn't matter. This is fight. You're not going to let somebody just hit you and say, oh, it's practice. So you're going to do everything you can to get that back. So when you can't, it's like, damn, this guy really got me. He know I'm getting better. It's a lot of things and you just sit at home and you think about them.
Every 30 seconds switch, okay?
First off, it's freaking training. It's practice, right?
Move around, feel the distance.
we're talking about practice here. Him coming out and saying, you know, oh, he knows what happens. I don't. You know, what happened?
Let's just say he was training for a 5-round fight and he only made it 4.
You know, if you're basing something off a training session, you know, you have gamers and you have guys that are really good at practice. I'm a damn gamer. I show up and fight every time. That's why I was a 2-division champion. That's why I'm the heavyweight champion of the world. If he's basing anything on what he thinks happened in practice, he's in for a big, rude awakening.
I'm a lot younger at the time. I was super young and still new. I'm in my prime. He on his way out. He's what, 40? I'm just 31. So I know exactly what he does. Same things he did then. Same things he did when he first got in the UFC. Ain't much change in his style. I know already I'm better than Ryan. I know I'm better than everybody in the Bellator division. I know I'm one of the best, if not the best 205 in the world. So me going out there and beating Ryan is just doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to go out there and win. And that's what I train to do every day.
You guys are ready? Ready? Let's go.
The Grand Prix is the ultimate test. And for the former light heavyweight champion, the scope of the challenge is ever apparent.
Chin down, all big.
It's all mentally getting prepared and pushing through that, you know, tough 8 to 10 week camp.
Looking at this tournament, it's straight killers. They're all in their prime. You know, heavyweight tournament, you can say, hey, you know, some guys are past their prime here and there. Not this light heavyweight tournament. You know, and that's one reason I wanted to come in and participate in this tournament.
Recapturing the title he lost to Vadim Nemkov is the ultimate goal. But for Ryan Bader, the chance to avenge his loss while leaving his mark on the best in the light heavyweight division was simply too sweet to pass up.
I could have went back and asked for that rematch right away. But for me, looking at it, it wouldn't be as sweet as I got the immediate rematch. If I can go through a whole light heavyweight Grand Prix like I went through the heavyweight Grand Prix and go out there, beat all those guys through it, and then beat Nemkov in the final, there's no better way to make a statement than that.
Vadim Nemkov's knockout win over double champ Ryan Bader sent ripples around the world.
Nemkov is a beast, man.
His journey from small-town Belgrade, Russia to Bellator light heavyweight world champion had been completed.
Ну, сейчас есть такое, да. Сейчас очень много людей узнают, очень много людей подходятся, и очень много людей вижу, когда они узнают, но стесняются подойти. Очень... Я просто шел по городу, и люди подходили, фотографировались, и люди разного поколения. И молодые моего возраста, и люди с взрослого поколения, более старше. Так что это очень приятно.
Vadim Nemkov will never again be unrecognized. Holding an undefeated record since joining Bellator, the 14-2 Phenom has lived up to the hype.
And now, ready to make his way to the cage, Vadim Nemkov.
Look out for this kid. Victorious in his Bellator debut. Nemkov is so strong. He's done. It's done. It's over. It's done. It is all over. Nemkov is the new light heavyweight champion.
Ну, когда я выиграл пояс, мне хотелось... сначала хотелось насладиться этим временем, а потом понял, что надо пояс защищать. И когда предложили драться в таком гран-при, я очень обрадовался, потому что есть...
Nemkov's first title defense.
The Grand Prix bracket slated Nemkov to square off against a former opponent in Phil Davis.
В этом гран-при собрались, наверное, самые сильные бойцы нашего дивизиона и одни из самых сильнейших, я считаю.
Bellator light heavyweight world champion Vadim Nemkov.
Это очень хороший будет турнир, и в конце которого выяснится сильнейший полутяж планеты.
Ножницы пробуй делать.
With Nemkov's original opponent, Anthony Rumble Johnson, out of the Grand Prix, he will now face alternate Julius Anglickas. There is no doubt that no matter who stands across from Nemkov on October 16th, the goal remains the same.
Я считаю, что эти жертвы стоят того, потому что вкус победы — это ни с чем не сравнимое, когда ты выходишь из боя победителем, а если еще на плече пояс висит, то это ощущение просто незабываемое, и ради этого стоит пахать.
Training hard when you know you have to defend your belt is the life of a champion. Training hard and staying ready for the unknown is the life of a challenger. 30-year-old Julius Anglickas has spent his career preparing for this opportunity.
There you go. Keep breathing. Keep breathing.
So when he got the call, there was no hesitation.
I was here at practice. We did a warm-up. We were getting ready to do our conditioning. And my head coach, Mike Rogers, he was on the phone. Mike was like, Julius, come outside. And we went outside.
Dude, that's really good footwork, Julius.
Talked to the phone. And my manager was on it. He's like, Julius, I need you to sign the papers because you're going to be fighting for the title. All right, let's get after it. It's a big fight. It's a big opportunity. All those quotes about America being land of opportunity, and it's true. And I'm gonna try to take full advantage of it.
Keep going, keep going.
You always work out, you always train, and you can definitely push yourself. But the second you have an announcement, it's official, everything changes. You work out with a little bit sharper purpose. Pressure is definitely there, even I feel it. But this is the job. This is what we get paid to do.
Yeah. A lot of volume today, I like that.
Undefeated since 2016, the 10-1 Anglickas has spent the past 7 years working with the same team.
KBC Garage, knees build character.
To perfect his craft and prepare for the biggest fight of his life.
I had my long run of wins, but I try not to change anything. Everything that got me here, all the training, all the coaches, all my coaches see me for like 7 years. They see my progress, they see my evolution.
Julius is just perpetually in shape. Like there's guys who fighting is a job, and there's guys who love to fight and love to train, and Julius is very much the latter.
I'm on the right track, and look at me now, fighting for a title from the gym where I started and at the gym that nobody really knows about.
The number 5 ranked light heavyweight, Julius Anglickas, is no pushover in the division.
You gotta move your feet. When you feel yourself tip, move the feet. Good? Good shot.
The title contender defeated Gregory Milliard to become the Grand Prix alternate.
The bell in round 1, the light heavyweight division, currently the talk of Bellator MMA with the Bellator Light Heavyweight World Grand Prix.
You're not feeling it, but that is someone with 200 and some pounds just driving forward onto your neck.
No takedown defense whatsoever from Milliard. And immediately Anglickas, easy takedown, John.
With the win by unanimous decision, Julius Anglickas.
Now he has a chance to write the ultimate Cinderella story and take the belt from the champion, Vadim Nemkov.
I think it's a good matchup for me. He is gonna be a little bit smaller, so I feel maybe he's gonna have the speed advantage, maybe the cardio advantage. Every single fight has its own surprises. It's definitely gonna be a challenge. I'm looking forward to it, to see where do I stand with the best guys in the world.
Time! Nicely done. And we made it.
Saturday, October 16th, live on Showtime. The light heavyweight Grand Prix heats up the Sun State as Bellator takes over the Footprint Center, where hometown hero Ryan Bader will put it all on the line.
First time I'm fighting in Phoenix in a big promotion. Family and friends are there. I'm in my home turf. It's gonna be fun for the fans, but that I'm gonna enjoy too.
Will Corey Anderson spoil the homecoming for his shot at the title?
I gotta find a way to outsmart this guy when I come from bell to bell. I can't make any mistakes. Be able to make him do what I want him to do.
And will the ultimate Cinderella story unfold in the desert?
I'm ready for it. I just have to have fun with it.
Or will we see the king of the division dominate once again? Who will move on? Who will be one step closer to that $1 million cash prize? Tune in and let's get it on.